An amusement park is a park that features various attractions, such as rides and games, as well as other events for entertainment purposes. A theme park is a type of amusement park that bases its structures and attractions around a central theme, often featuring multiple areas with different themes. Unlike temporary and mobile fun fairs and carnivals, amusement parks are stationary and built for long-lasting operation. They are more elaborate than city parks and playgrounds, usually providing attractions that cater to a variety of age groups. While amusement parks often contain themed areas, theme parks place a heavier focus with more intricately designed themes that revolve around a particular subject or group of subjects. Amusement parks evolved from European fairs, pleasure gardens, and large picnic areas, which were created for people's recreation. World's fairs and other types of international expositions also influenced the emergence of the amusement park industry. Lake Compounce opened in 1846 and is considered the oldest continuously operating amusement park in North America. The first theme parks emerged in the mid-20th century with the opening of Santa Claus Land in 1946, Santa's Workshop in 1949, and Disneyland in 1955. The amusement park evolved from three earlier traditions: traveling or periodic fairs, pleasure gardens, and exhibitions such as world fairs. The oldest influence was the periodic fair of the Middle Ages. One of the earliest was the Bartholomew Fair in England from 1133. By the 18th and 19th centuries, they had evolved into places of entertainment for the masses, where the public could view freak shows, acrobatics, conjuring and juggling, take part in competitions and walk through menageries. A wave of innovation in the 1860s and 1870s created mechanical rides, such as the steam-powered carousel, and its derivatives, notably from Frederick Savage of King's Lynn, Norfolk, whose fairground machinery was exported all over the world. His galloping horses innovation is seen in carousels today. This inaugurated the era of the modern fun fair ride, as the working classes were increasingly able to spend their surplus wages on entertainment. The second influence was the pleasure garden. An example of this is the world's oldest amusement park, Bakken, which opened in mainland Europe in 1583. It is located north of Copenhagen in Klampenborg, Denmark. Another early garden was the Vauxhall Gardens, founded in 1661 in London. By the late 18th century, the site had an admission fee for its many attractions. It regularly drew enormous crowds, with its paths often noted for romantic assignations, tightrope walkers, hot air balloon ascents, concerts and fireworks providing amusement. Although the gardens were originally designed for the elites, they soon became places of great social diversity. Public firework displays were put on at Marylebone Gardens, and Cremorne Gardens offered music, dancing, and animal acrobatics displays. Prater in Vienna, Austria, began as a royal hunting ground which was opened in 1766 for public enjoyment. There followed coffee houses and cafes, which led to the beginnings of the Wurstprater as an amusement park. The concept of a fixed park for amusement was further developed with the beginning of the world's fairs. The first World Fair began in 1851 with the construction of the landmark Crystal Palace in London, England. The purpose of the exposition was to celebrate the industrial achievement of the nations of the world, and it was designed to educate and entertain the visitors. American cities and businesses also saw the World's Fair as a way of demonstrating economic and industrial success. The World's Columbian Exposition of 1893 in Chicago, Illinois was an early precursor to the modern amusement park. The fair was an enclosed site that merged entertainment, engineering and education to entertain the masses. It set out to bedazzle the visitors, and successfully did so with a blaze of lights from the White City. To make sure that the fair was a financial success, the planners included a dedicated amusement concessions area called the Midway Plaisance. Rides from this fair captured the imagination of the visitors and of amusement parks around the world, such as the first steel Ferris wheel, which was found in many other amusement areas, such as the Prater by 1896. Also, The experience of the enclosed ideal city with wonder, rides, culture and progress was based on the creation of an illusory place. The Midway, introduced at the Columbian Exposition, would become a standard part of most amusement parks, fairs, carnivals, and circuses. The Midway contained not only the rides, but other concessions and entertainments such as shooting galleries, penny arcades, games of chance, and shows. Many modern amusement parks evolved from earlier pleasure resorts that had become popular with the public for day trips or weekend holidays. For example, seaside areas such as